My boyfriend uninvited me from Christmas, but still wants me to buy expensive gifts for his kids.
Divorce, jail, out the Sentry pod into the Oort cloud, whatever it is. Do all that.
So this post was written on Christmas Eve. If you look at my post history, I escaped a violent man a while ago and got back with an ex who was cold, but at least not as harmful, but is lazy and passive, and there was too much family drama. He has 2 kids, 8 and 10, and now I'm back in the drama. By the way, this comes from Any Swimming 23, and if you want to submit your own stories, go to r/OKStorytime subreddit. So he also never told me he loved me. That is beside the point.
Oh, that's not a good sign.
Oh my gosh.
He's not that into you. He hasn't said I love you in 10 years. Not a great sign.
That's not helpful.
Not a good sign.
His kid's mom has always been awful to me, and he never stands up for me. We broke up when she screamed at me when I came with him to pick up the kids, threw me out, and he didn't say anything. It was literally my first interaction with this woman. There is no history that I know of. I don't recall ever meeting this woman, 39 female, before I dated Phil, and to my knowledge, I have no friends in common with her except my hairstylist, who is a nice woman. But John, you know what hairstylists be doing, man.
What are they doing? Oh, they do be talking.
She honestly freaked me out, coming at me screaming at our first meeting. They had been divorced 7 years ago, so it's not like it's new. Anyway, we are back together, and initially I was invited to his Christmas dinner. I grew up in a cult and have no family since my disabled mother fell into eternal sleep.
Okay, I'm sorry, but in that one sentence was like 4 insane Reddit stories on it. You grew up in a cult.
What?
You're back together with a terrible boyfriend from the past. And what was it about the mother again?
Disabled mother fell into eternal sleep.
On Christmas?
No. Like,
she
did.
It was in the past.
So she had no family since her mother fell into eternal sleep.
Yeah.
So she has no one to turn to, basically.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
He knows this. Now, baby mama is insisting that he cannot see the kids at all if I'm there. So he asked that I find something else to do on Christmas. While we're only recently got back together, we were together for a year before that. But again, no, I love you. And I felt more like a friend to him. Sometimes I wonder if he's loved men and I was his beard. Oh, and I was his beard. Another crazy update.
Dude, where's the DNA test? I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for it right now. Inheritance. God, haven't had a good inheritance one in a while.
Oh, definitely some cheating about to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. He doesn't drive, so he asked me to take him to the mall to shop for gifts. I bought expensive gifts for his kids. He wants me to take him grocery shopping and leave the gifts for his kids and leave my dog so they can play with her, but then go away until they're gone. I have a friend who kindly invited me, so we're going to hang out, and he says I'm being dramatic and selfish when I tell him I'm just going to get my money back for the gifts. Should I return the gifts or not? If I was John, give me back my money, Fry. We're taking all this to Amazon.
Yeah, I went on a date at 20 and Venmo requested for $4. I did that, okay? Am I ashamed? Maybe. Did I eventually find a woman who we were on the same page with all that stuff? Yes, I did. So no regrets.
No regrets.
None.
Heard it here.
You heard it here first.
Wow.
Something Riley would never do, by the way.
Never.
Ever.
Have I? No. Dude, that is crazy. Just like, okay, give me, bye.
Yeah, please. I just hope there's an update where like I finally ran away, but I'm not hopeful.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah. Update. Thank you all for the kind comments, and really, the unkind comments were helpful by showing me what kindness looks like. Who's being unkind to this?
I mean, well, maybe people are like, girl, leave him.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying?
To answer people's questions, I've only been free of my controlling narcissistic mother for 4 years, even though we escaped the cult 10 years ago. I am still learning to cope. I am in therapy, but my therapist's focus has been to help me build and keep relationships with people. So she tends to explain how to see things from the other person's perspective. Her suggestion was that I can leave, but also maybe have empathy for Phil's lack of emotional intelligence and grow a thicker skin. I might need a better therapist.
Yeah. Fire them right now.
Please.
Dude.
You just need thicker skin.
Just take one on the chin, champ. This is
we're going backwards. We can't.
Oh, he never told you I love you. Man, that's child's play. You got this. You're strong.
Oh my Gosh, I was raised to believe I am worthless and don't deserve kindness. It has taken 3 years of therapy just to have the confidence to make friends and date at all. I told Phil that I am taking the gifts back and he has been begging me to give him another chance. I am working on the strength to walk away.
That's great.
Let's go, girl.
We love that.
Notable comments. For God's sake, you are not ready to be in a relationship. You need time to build your self-respect. Says ultimate pragamist. Please break up with Phil. You deserve so much better. If he has keys to your home, change your lock ASAP. Please protect your dog as well. He might try to guilt you into giving your dog to his kids, or he might ask you to let your dog stay with him for a few nights every other week, and then they will not return your dog. If he has keys to your place, you might try to dog nap your dog. He has the nerve to ask you to spin your dog over for Christmas, but not allowing you to stay. It's absurd, disrespectful, and downright cruel.
I didn't catch that. That is crazy. Oh, yo, your dog's invited.
Yeah.
But you can't go. And sorry, is that also OP's bio children there, or that's the children of the bad partner? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So she's like, hey, give me something. Give me
Because
some
she
family.
references his kids, not our kids.
Yeah.
Or my kids.
Right.
It's like his kids. Return all the Christmas gifts. He's using you as an ATM. He's going to take all the credit for gifts you bought. He's not going to gift his kids anything. He's depending upon you and your generosity and thoughtfulness. Sadly, I would not be surprised if he did not get you a gift. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be valued as a person. You deserve to be loved and cared for. You deserve someone who will protect you, defend you, and stand up for you. You deserve to be a priority. You deserve someone who will love you unconditionally and be grateful to you in their life. You do not deserve this cuckold efferado who is taking you for granted and taking advantage of you. He has shown you are not a priority. He has shown you more concern for his ex. He's showing you who he is. He's showing you that you are not important to him. Please listen to his actions. I took some acting classes for that one.
Dude, delivery 11 out of 10.
Dang.
And then 2, yes, that was everything that needed to be said. Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Just some more comments saying like, get out of there.
Yeah.
But we got a freaking update.
Oh my God.
December 27th, 3 days later. I was shocked at how everyone said boyfriend is wrong. I really thought most people would be team baby mama and tell me I'm awful for not cooperating with being asked to leave expensive gifts and my dog for my boyfriend's kids on Christmas, but leave the house as I'm not allowed to. Yeah, like you say all the time, people get so they have to go out somewhere else to see the truth.
Yeah, building up that self-esteem and self-worth. And that sounds like all the men that were in her life before all treated her horribly. And she... literally with this guy, she was like, well, he wasn't like the worst guy ever. He was just like cold and never said I love you. So like that's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
It's like, nah.
Because that is what most of my friends, okay, I have 5 friends, told me. They told me relationships are work and compromise and that the baby mama and babies must always come first. Even suggested I help cook dinner for them.
OP, literally everyone you talk to that's not like, your grocery store clerk or something, literally cut them off immediately.
Most of my friends are actually my late mom's friends, women over 60.
Yeah,
I started therapy when I was crippling shy. And to defend my therapist, and only thanks to her, that I stopped sitting alone in my house, totally isolated, and learning to connect with other people. While I appreciate the suggestion to be alone for a while, I have been super isolated most of my life, and dating again was actually huge progress for me that we worked on for months. I told my therapist that Phil crossed the line and I don't want to save relationships with him or my friends.
Yes.
I want to improve my self-esteem. Her emphasis has always been on avoiding isolation at all costs and learning to endure other people's imperfections. But like, I see the therapist's point, but not around this is doing the opposite effect.
Yeah, I feel like this therapist is just like totally clocked out and is just like, try to be good and like build connections and relationships. And it's like, nah, therapist, these people are evil.
Yes.
Run away from them. Like that is what, listen, we are not licensed therapists, but we're better than them. So we tell them to run away. Go us.
She's agreed that this Christmas incident was really bad. I am still processing all this. I am surrounded by people who encourage me to be a doormat, and I am still shocked at what others thought. I really thought Phil and baby mama were right, and 48 hours is not enough time to process that maybe my whole worldview is totally messed up. I went to my friend Mary's house and realized that she's maybe my only real friend. She didn't judge, told me Phil is nuts, and we had a great time with her family. I left my dog with a neighbor since her oldest is nonverbal and can be unsafe with animals. I sent him a Venmo request for the money I spent on gas and gifts, and he paid it. Phil threw baby mama out at 2 p.m. and begged me to come home. I got my dog back from the neighbor, took out the cheapest gifts, and he made his kids thank me and play with the presents, which felt very awkward as he tried to beg them to engage with me while they were on their phones. We hung out with his kids for around an hour. Baby mama came back and refused to get out of her car. Phil is now telling me he loves me and wants to marry me, etc. I don't know what to do. John, what is that?
He wants this money.
Yep.
He wants you to cook for him, but you need to run. You need to run away.
He's just love bombing. That's like
That's
he's
true,
saying
yes.
all the things he can to.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I have been reading nonstop on narcissistic abuse these past few days.
Good.
I'm seeing that Phil is just like my mom and that this is maybe what she did, hovering. But again, I am fighting to stop being totally isolated, which I did for years after leaving the cult. I had no friends. Never dated. It's laughable the number of people who accused me of desperately needing a man. Phil is my first boyfriend. We met when I was 31-year-old virgin with no friends. Oh, dude. So yes, being alone is grand, but I have been alone all my life and fought hard to stop wanting to be alone. Learning to talk to people outside of work topics, have social skills, etc. has been a big battle. I'm not autistic, but I read that way because after age 7, I was the only kid left in our cult/commune, and I have no social skills and prefer to be alone to an unhealthy degree.
I forgot about the whole cult. I literally forgot there was a whole cult situation. What? Dude. Oh my God. I literally forgot she was in a cult.
Yeah.
Golly, they really, yeah. Well, honestly, hearing the part about her mom is like, oh, she's probably seeking people that have character traits like her mom to get their approval. And then realizing like, wait a second, y'all
I don't know what to do. Maybe Phil grew a spine. Maybe it's hovering. I am standing up to him, though. I'm looking at finding new friends and hanging more with Mary, who said I am always welcome at her home. But we have an update.
Please tell me some.
I'm glad she's kind of like standing up for herself.
Right?
Stopping the cycle.
We are in a good direction.
Yeah.
I hope you keep going.
Yes,
that way.
Exactly. Update 2, January 20th of 2025.
Whoa.
1 month later.
Recent.
If you recall, my boyfriend threw me out on Christmas because his baby mama would not let him see his kids unless he uninvited me to Christmas. He expected me to leave behind the expensive gifts I bought his kids, take him grocery shopping, he can't drive for medical reasons, and leave my dog with him to play. I have a history of social isolation, abuse, and have one friend of my own age. So I had no one to tell me how bad this was and no other social outlets. By the way, you can listen to full episodes with stories just like this. Just go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or your favorite podcast app and search OK Storytime. There was another relevant update. Phil arranged a small Christmas gift opening for me, him, and his kids. He finally told me he loved me and wants to marry me. After a whole year, dude, he did it. Wasn't about it.
Not even in the slightest. You know who he loves? Your dog.
Ooh.
That's who he loves.
And yo, money.
That is so crazy.
He then offered to let me move in with him, but then hit me up to buy a sofa. A few days later, I was out of gas. He got out to pump the gas, asked for my credit card. He would not even chip in for gas, even though I take him everywhere. A couple of weeks ago, I noticed that I am out of kitchen knives. Like utensil drawer was just emptier and emptier. I have a cleaning lady and figured maybe she put them someplace weird because she has spaced out. But she's sweet, but more ADHD than I am, which is a lot. They were in Phil's utensil drawer.
He's taking her spoons and her forks and her knives, dude.
He has been stealing utensils from me?
Yep. He's like, oh, that's weird. Where did it go? We must have put it somewhere. No, Phil's just taking him.
For some reason, this was it. Today, I blocked him. And what's it?
You know what? I'll take it. I'll take it.
Oh, P.
I'll take it.
That was a ride, dude. That
Bro.
was crazy.